Have you ever found yourself tangled in a web of complex data structures in Java? It can be quite a challenge, right? If that's you, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into how to convert an inner map from a map of maps using the Java Stream API. I completely understand how frustrating it can be when you're trying to manipulate data structures and you hit a wall. You're not alone in this. Many developers face similar issues when working with nested maps in Java. Here's the specific situation we're looking at. One user recently asked, "How do I convert an inner map from a map of maps?" They provided an old map structure with seconds as integers and wanted to convert it to a new map structure using durations. Sound familiar? If so, let's dig into this together and find a solution. So what could be causing the confusion? The challenge here lies in the conversion of the inner map's values from integers to durations. We'll break it down step by step so you can understand how to achieve this. And don't go anywhere. I've got a pro tip at the end that will help you streamline your Java coding practices for better efficiency. To begin converting the inner map from the old structure to the new one, the user should start by creating a stream from the entry set of the old map. This allows us to process each key value pair. Next, the user needs to collect the results into a new map. This is done using the collectors.toMap method, where the key remains the same, but we will transform the inner map. Now for the transformation of the inner map, the user should create a new hash map for each entry. This new map will hold the local date as the key and the duration as the value. To populate the new inner map, the user can use another stream to convert each entry of the old inner map. This involves mapping the old integer values to duration using duration.ofSeconds. Finally, the user should ensure that the entire process is correctly implemented without errors. This includes checking for any potential issues with the put_all method and ensuring the types match. Did you know? The Java Stream API was introduced in Java 8, and it revolutionized the way we handle collections. It's like having a magic wand for data manipulation. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. Another user offers a streamlined approach to converting the inner map. They suggest using the Stream API to collect entries directly into a new map. This method simplifies the process by transforming each value from seconds to duration in one step. That's it for that answer. Let's take a look at another one. An alternative approach suggested by a user involves creating a method to transform a map of values. This method takes a map and a transformation function, allowing you to convert values from one type to another. The user demonstrates this by transforming a map of maps, where the inner values are converted from integers to durations. That wraps up that answer. Let's move on to another one. An alternative approach suggests creating a helper method called toMap to simplify the conversion process. This method allows you to map the inner values from integer to duration more efficiently. The user also suggests further simplifying the code by defining a mapping function that adapts values from one map type to another. This allows for reusable code across different conversions. Finally, you can apply this mapping function to your old map using optional, making the code cleaner and more concise. That's it for that response. Let's explore another one. An alternative approach suggested by a user involves iterating over the entries of the old map. They recommend streaming over the inner map to convert the values from integer to duration. They also provide a second method using a nested stream within the collect function. This method collects the inner map entries directly into the new map. Let's take a moment to review another user's answer. An alternative approach provided by another user involves using the forEach method to iterate over the inner map. They create a temporary map and populate it by converting each integer value to a duration using duration.ofSeconds. Here's the pro tip I promised. Always test your code with different data sets to ensure your transformations work as expected. This habit can save you from unexpected errors down the line. And there you have it. You've successfully learned how to convert an inner map from a map of maps using the JavaStream API. Remember, practice makes perfect. If you found this helpful, hit the subscribe button for more coding tips, and don't miss our bonus pro tip on efficient coding practices.